Good afternoon and welcome. My name is Celeste and this is my FlossTube channel, Celeste Creates. It is Tuesday, December 21st, 2021. So what, 12, 21, 21. And so yeah, I'm coming to you just a few days before Christmas for this episode number 31. And I am so glad to be here with you. If you are new to my channel, welcome. I'm so glad you're here. I hope you enjoy everything that I have to share with you today. And I hope you'll come back. I hope you will like and subscribe and come back for future videos or go back and watch the ones that you've missed so far. I have tutorials. I have also have FlossTube videos, and so there's plenty here to watch, so welcome. And if you are a returning viewer, I'm so glad you're back. I'm so glad you're here. And I'm thankful for you, and I am just praying that these weeks and days before Christmas have been really blessed, and I'm just glad you're here with me today. And I've got some fun things to share, some finishes and some good stuff, and so yeah, I think we're about ready to get started. So no, you haven't come to the wrong channel. This is Celeste, and it is Celeste Creates, and yeah, my hair is different. So I got my hair cut. This is the straighter, blow-dried version, and I'm trying to be brave and grow out my bangs. So it's been a challenge, and it is, even as I speak, it is hard for me to look at myself in the camera here and see somebody different than I'm used to seeing. But even so, I am, my daughter is cheering me on and encouraging me to keep it up and not cut my bangs again, and to grow them out. So I'm just trying to, every day, pull them to the side and pretend like this is my new look forever now. And so I just, if you've ever had to grow out bangs or do something drastically different with your hair, I know you understand. Anyway, enough about my hair. My oldest two kids are home from college now, and we are really enjoying our time together. It's been chilly the past couple of days, but I think by Christmas Day, Christmas Eve, we will be back to about 80 degrees. So not horrible. It's not summer, but it's not necessarily cold. But it looks like it'll be a beautiful, beautiful weekend, beautiful couple of days. So I'm thankful for that. And we are all doing well, watching family movies and playing games and baking all the stuff. And so we're looking forward to Christmas Eve. Thursday, my oldest will turn 21. And so we get to celebrate that with him, and that will be our first 21-year-old child, so that's just kind of a funny feeling, and yet we're looking forward to it, and it's just such a blessing to watch them all grow up and come into their own, and see the young men and the young women that they're becoming. And so we're looking forward to celebrating his birthday with him. And yes, we brought him home on Christmas Day, and it was one of the best Christmas gifts we ever got. So I have some finishes to share with you today, some progress on a few whips, and I have some plans to share for the next couple of weeks through kind of get me through Christmas and New Year's and the beginning of the year. So without further ado, let's get started. I have been a busy bee. Last time I showed you a really cute gingerbread man that I had made, and I showed my first prairie schooler ornament. So I'm super excited that I got those finished, and it's been really fun pulling out the few things that I do already have that are Christmas cross stitch and putting those out. And so after finishing those, I had a few more things that I wanted to do and get completed, and I was just I was plowing through them really, and so I'm really excited that I got some of these things done. So let's see, what shall I start with? I think the first one that I finished, let me put a little sticky note here in my my notebook. The first one that I finished recently was the bells on Christmas Day. This, I didn't pull my book, but this is from the Blackbird Designs book called The Bells on Christmas Day, and it is kind of the sampler that is named, the book is named after, and so I had started this back, I think in either January or February. Let's see. My friend April _heirlooms, and I started this together after I think we finished our Salute to Abigail. Yes, we started this on April 30th, and I finished it on December 5th. And so I am super excited about it, and I'm really loving how it turned out. So I have it finished and FFO'd. I originally had this in a little gold frame that I picked up at Michael's, and it was just really cheap and not very deeply set, and I just didn't like it. So I found this one, and I've changed it out. It was the same size frame, so I didn't have to relace it or anything like that. Again, you can see my professional, finishing on the back here. But I found this one at Michael's. I needed another frame for a gift, and I think it was buy one, get one free. So not some of my cheapest purchase frames, but probably like $12, so not too bad. And I am much happier with this one. So I stitched this on 36 count platinum, just Whitaker platinum. And I used all the called for overdyed flosses that are in the Blackbird chart. So I really, really love how it turned out. I love the colors. I know it's Christmas, technically, the bells on Christmas Day. I know, better my face in shadow than the piece. But I think it is just, again, it's kind of one of those pieces that doesn't scream Christmas to me. And I love the colors so much that I would love to leave this out all year long. So what I did is, here, the words in the original chart said peace on earth, and that sounded more Christmassy to me. And so I was trying to think, how can I personalize it a little bit so that I can keep it out all year. And so I changed it. It was a real easy change because you've got all the letters here, and it should fit because instead of peace on earth, I stitched peace of Christ, and that fit in there really, really pretty. And that way I will really enjoy having that up all year long. And then I put my initial there, C, and then the year 2021. So yep, that is all the called fors. Those pinks are, one of them was red pear. I forget what the other one was, but they're so pretty. So I am so excited to have that one done. And right now it's on the mantle with my some of my other Christmas decor, but afterwards I'll figure out a place on the wall to hang it so I can enjoy it all year long. And this actually, on 36 count, this fit in a standard 9x12 frame. So I looked around for a custom frame that I could salvage like I usually do, kind of from the antique shop or Goodwill. I just didn't find the right one, but it did fit in a 9x12, so that's what I did. So that is the bells on Christmas Day. I'm so glad that I'm done with that. So that's one FFO. So then after that, I decided I wanted to finish another Christmas item that I had hanging out, and so I pulled out my Whitaker. So I started Whitaker last year. I started Whitaker by Stacy Nash. back on November 22nd of last year. And I guess I worked on him for just a little while and then I put him away, but I mostly had everything outlined and I had all the buttons done and the facial features and everything was outlined, and his mittens were done and his feet were done or outlined. So this had become, this had become a fill-in project. And I just wasn't in the mood. I had other fill-in projects and I hadn't been working on this one. So this was done on 36 count summer khaki by, I guess that's R&R, and the called for overdyes. And so I finished him up and I just love him. He's so cute. I think this is apple cider and that is either roasted or toasted marshmallow. I always get them confused. Isn't he just the cutest? Then I had some red fleece or felt that I cut his little scarf. And then this was how I finished him on the back. Not crazy about the heart, but nobody's gonna see that anyway. He's done. Hay stuffed. I put a little rice in the bottom and then the rest is fiber fill. So that is Whitaker by Stacy Nash. He is one of those animal crackers and I don't know if I'll do any more. He was cute, but just not feeling it. So he's adorable. Love him though. So he is with my snowman collection. I will try and insert a picture right here of all my snowmen. It grows every year. Okay, so moving on after that, I picked up my next project, which I really felt like I could finish. I had started this sampler in November. I actually started it on Halloween for Black Sampler November or Black November Sampler. I always forget which one it was. But it was, you know, stitching a black sampler in November, and I chose this piece and started it in November, did a good bit of work on it, and then I finished it up on the 9th. I finished it and I FFO'd it. And I had showed you this last time because I had this frame that I had picked up real cheap somewhere, and I knew I wanted to fit it in this frame. And don't look too closely at my framing because I really was having a hard time that day. I don't know why. I did both this one and the bells on Christmas Day, and just usually it comes really easy to me, and this day I was struggling, especially with this one, I think, because it was so tight on the margin, which is fine. I really like it. I was having a hard time straightening it, so it's good though. I'm not gonna worry about it. It's framed and I like it. So this is called Real Comfort, and it's a Jane Austen sampler from Modern Folk Embroidery. And I downloaded this from his site and started that back for during November, at the beginning of November. And I made a couple changes. I think the date on it had said 2017, so you know he'd done it, I guess, then. This was the date of her death. I think if I'd realized it, I would have changed this to the date of her birth and put her date of death over here, but I didn't feel like going back and redoing that, so it stayed. And I just added the year that I stitched it. Everything else is the same until you get to here. There were several rows. The chart had several rows of alphabets, and I had already decided to leave those off. But when I realized it would fit in this frame, I knew I wanted to extend just a little bit and put something down in this area below the houses. And so I know last time I showed you this and I was deliberating what I wanted to put in that space, and I just really I looked through scripture, I looked through quotes, thought about, you know, what are the different quotes that are on home things when you're walking around Hobby Lobby. And so I ended up pulling this. It's actually a scripture verse from Luke chapter 10, peace be to this house. And so I felt like with the sentiment up here from the Jane Austen quote, "Oh, there is nothing like staying home for real comfort," that I wanted to add something of the sort down here. So peace be to this house. And I'm really, really happy with how it turned out. Like I said, even though I was having a really, really hard time getting this straight, it's done and I'm happy, and it's on my wall. And when I posted these on Instagram, I said that I dedicated this post to my friend Annie, the proper stitcher. And Annie and I agree that it is better to be finished and being enjoyed, whether it's a pillow or an ornament or a frame piece. It's better finished and on your wall or on your tree or on your dresser or whatever, than unfinished and laying in a drawer, because either you can't afford to have it done professionally, or you're just, you know, hesitant to do it yourself. So I'm a firm believer in I can't afford to have these things that I stitch professionally framed, and so that's where I am right now. And so I decided I was going to teach myself how to do all my finishing, and most of the time it's imperfect, but it's done, and I learn so much as I do it. And so I just encourage you to, you know, kind of take that leap and try to finish those pieces. I've been asked to do a lacing tutorial, and so I may do that at some point, just not now, maybe in the new year. So it's imperfect, but I'm super thrilled, and I think Annie's got the right idea. So anyway, this is stitched on, I forgot to tell you that, didn't I? Again, the chart was from Modern Folk Embroidery, and I did that as a PDF download. And this was done on 40 Count Eureka by Fox and Rabbit. I really, really enjoyed it, and I still think 36 count is my favorite. It's my comfort spot, but it was very easy to work on this 40 count. I really did not have any trouble. I didn't need my stronger readers. I just did like I normally do, and so I enjoyed it very much. And the Fox and Rabbit linen is lovely. So, and then the black is just Gentle Arts wrought iron. And so that is done and hanging on my wall. I'm super excited. So those are my 3 FFOs. And then I had another little finish. Okay. I'm talking that way. You're over here. I was trying to make sure Whitaker didn't fall. Okay. So I had one more little finish, start and finish, I guess. I don't even think I put yeah, I did. Okay, I put it in here. This is another little Prairie Schooler Santa, and if you hold just a second, I will get my little chart. Okay, so I started this one of these Prairie Schooler Santas on the 10th, and I really would like to do all of them, so hopefully next year I can get 5 of these done for my kids for Christmas. But I thought, well, this year I'll do the first one, and I think I have time to do one at the last minute. And so I chose to do this one, and I need to finish it and it's gonna be for my husband. So don't tell him. But I'm gonna finish. I finished it, and probably today or tomorrow I'm gonna FFO that. But this is a real cute little. This is called St. Nicholas. It's book number 20. It's one of the reprints. Super cute, super fast, and so definitely next year, if I start just a hair earlier, I know I can get 5 done for my kids. But this one this year, let me see if I can put that. There he is. I did this on 36 count. That's just a little scrap I had. Oh, that's not working. Hold, please. Just a little scrap of R&R vintage homespun that I had left, and I put him on there, and he's so cute. So I used all the called for DMC except for the white. Instead of ecru, I used or instead of white, I used the B5200. Is it a B52? Anyway, I use that one. Okay, so my idea for finishing him is something I used before. Most of you know I'm also a quilter, and so I've done several of Lori Holt's applique quilts where we use her so simple shapes. And so I have an assortment of her so simple shapes, and I did one not too long ago where I used her shapes, used one of her shapes as a template. So for instance, this is from, I don't know which set this is, but it's a nice little oval. And so I have all kinds of shapes. This one might be too small, but I think I probably have another oval in all my sets of shapes. But I can use that as the template for finding a shape. So I've got a bunch in here. These are all my shapes, and it's just a way to use these shapes that I have bought and I have used for my quilting, and to use them for my for finishing. It's just another idea. I thought I might have, yeah, I do. So I could even use this. So cute. I could use a little stocking shape and put him on there if that works. I've got, you know, round ones, I've got heart-shaped ones, I've got star-shaped ones. So it's just a really great way if you have some of these laying around. And I know Lori Holt is all about, you know, making use of things that you have and finding other uses for these. You know, she does a lot of things where she finds other uses for these so simple shapes. And so I think Lori would agree. So maybe he'll be that oval. And so it's just another way for me to use something that I already have. I don't have to go searching for a template to make that ornament. And I can use those shapes that I have to make that finished product. So those are all my finishes. FFOs, finishes, all the good stuff. Okay, so next, let's talk a little bit about whips. Those were like all my whips since I last saw you, because they were whips and then they got finished and FFO'd. So after I finished that little Prairie Schooler Santa, I picked this one up for just a day and worked on it. And I was thinking I would work on it up until Christmas or through the rest of the year, but it just wasn't floating my boat. And so I tuck it away. I'll tuck it away and I'll pull it out again next year. But I did get some lovely work done on that. I'm gonna need myself a board, aren't I? Okay, I'm back. The light was really just shining through my linen too much. Okay, all right, that's gonna have to do. So this is a Hands Across the Sea chart. It is Amelia Jane Chandler. I don't remember what colors the chart actually calls for. It is just red and green. I don't remember which red and green, but I chose my own red and green, and I really do love it. I think it's beautiful, and it goes really quickly. And yeah, it probably is going to come down to about here. And this is almost half of the chart. I think that's like a midway point right there. And I love it. It just wasn't speaking to me at the moment. So I did a night's worth of work on it, and then I put it away, and I'll pull it out next year. But this is on 36 count Vintage Country Mocha. And I am using Gentle Arts Dried Thyme, which is so pretty, and Gentle Arts Buckeye Scarlet. And they both have just such beautiful variegation to them, and I love the way it's looking on this one. So again, Amelia Jane Chandler by Hands Across the Sea. Lovely sampler in general, and then with that red and green, such a pretty one for Christmas. So I do love it, and I will pick it back up again next year, and maybe next year will be the year that it gets finished. So I worked on that for a day, and decided it, like I said, wasn't really calling to me. And at one time I thought maybe I needed to stitch with more of a plan, but I am now really a firm believer in stitch what you love when you feel like it. And that's in a cute little bag I made for myself. All right, next. So then last night, after I put that away, I thought, well, what do I want to work on? So I went back through my whips, and I actually had one that I'd been thinking about the past couple of weeks. Wasn't sure if I'd be able to pull it back out, but I'm wondering if I work on this for the next several days and possibly some through the rest of the year, I might be able to finish it as well before the end of the year. So this is the very much coveted ES Spot Motif Sampler. I do not have a copy that I can either give or sell. It was a loan to me, a very generous loan to me, and I'm very thankful that I get to stitch this one. This is one of my unicorn charts. So it is out of print, and I just would ask around. There may be somebody out there who would be willing to loan it to you as well. And so I pulled this out last night, and I didn't stitch very much. Here's what happened. I was stitching away, and I even left my needle in. A couple of my boys were gone, and my husband went to bed early because he was super tired from work. And then, so somehow it just ended up being me and my daughter downstairs, and I said, do you want to watch something? So we watched the Little Women movie that was made in 2019, I believe, was whatever the most recent one was. And I stitched through part of it and was really, really enjoying the movie. But then we just got to a certain point, and I just kind of put my stitching down because I was enjoying the movie so much and I wanted to pay attention. So we watched that movie, so I didn't get as much stitching done on this last night as I thought I might. But here is where I am. And I think what I did, actually all I did was add little leaves last night along here in stems in preparation for adding some more flowers. But this goes really quickly as well. And so I think I'm gonna, maybe do a little more leaf work and then work on some more motifs here, and I might be able to finish it. I don't know, we'll see. I love this one. I love the beautiful colors. And I'm just so thankful that I get to stitch it. So other than finishing up the border, which goes really fast, I just have some motifs up here. And I am using all the called for overdyes, which are really beautiful. Look at that. Love those. Some really pretty colors. Really pretty. I love this one. That is Blue Coat Red. Isn't that pretty? I'm just like throwing these around here. Blue Coat Red. We've got Turkish Red. This navy is pretty. What's that one? Blue fescue, just beautiful colors. And I am stitching this one. I started this one, I believe this is my birthday start, yeah, in September. I am stitching this one on 36 count French of Vanilla by R&R, which is one of my absolute favorite linens. I love it. So that's the ES Spot Motif Sampler by A Female Worth, and it is out of print. And so I'm hoping I might be able to finish that. So I'm going to work on that some today, and we'll see where I get. So that's one of my plans for the rest of the year. And up on the floor. Okay. Now, plans for before I see you the next time. This one I'm not sure of, and I think I've talked about this before, and so I'm not sure. We'll just see how I feel on Christmas Eve or Christmas Day and whether I want to start this or not. Right? See, I mean, normally I just don't know that I have that much time on Christmas Eve and Christmas Day for a new start. Like I said, my oldest birthday is on the 23rd. And so really, I mean, we hit, the 23rd, and it's like bunch of stuff going on the 23rd for his birthday, and then it's Christmas Eve, and we're getting ready for Mass in the evening, and cleaning the house and kind of getting ready for Christmas Day, and then there's Christmas Day, and so I don't know how much time I'll have to do either a Christmas Day or a Christmas Eve start. But if I do, then I will start this one. This is also a loan. This chart has not been, that was one of those 5 children. This chart has not been reprinted yet. I'm hoping it will be someday because I would love to own it, even though I'm getting to borrow this from a really, really sweet friend. And I'm going to stitch this Joya Noel. And so I love it. I have not picked a linen. I might do that after I'm finished with my video here. I do want something just creamy and pretty like that. And I have most of the colors. There's a long one there. They're really pretty colors. I was kind of worried about this one, this Shamrock, because it's really rather blue, but when I look at the picture and where they have this one, it's blue, it's not green. So I think we're okay. There's one color, I think it's Gentle Arts Old Brick, that I have not found in stock anywhere yet. So I'm looking for that one. And then I think there's 3 other colors that need to be put on here that are just in other whip bags, right? And so that's my hope, is that I'll start this Christmas Eve. Probably not even Christmas Eve. If I start it, it would be Christmas Day. Maybe the 26th. We'll see. So that's Joya Noel. And I really would love to start that. And then maybe not work on it for a long time, but work on it for a little bit and then put it away and then have it as something that I'll pull out and finish for next year. Now, this is a for sure plan. I know I've spoken about this before, but I'm not sure that I spoke about it the last couple of times. I'm so lazy. I haven't even put my flosses on my floss drop. My linen is still in the bag. Okay, so this was what I asked my husband for my birthday back in September, and he got it kitted up from Attic Needlework. I had given him like a little email. I said, call them, ask for this, tell them this, and they'll take care of it all. And they did. So that was super easy for him. But I'm going to start on my New Year, New Day, New Year, New Start, right? Is that what it is? New Year, New Start. I'm going to start Anne Gott 1848 from Needlework Press. I'm so excited. It is so beautiful. There it is, kind of the charted version of it in color. So pretty. So pretty. Anyway, that is my New Year's Day start. So Anne Gott, I had it kitted up from the attic. Like I said, it's still in the bag. This is, oh, I can't wait. I love Seraphim as well. This is 36 count bee's knees. Isn't that beautiful? And then I haven't even done my flosses on a floss ring yet, but there they all are. I got the overdyes. So I need to get those all fixed up. So those are all the overdyed flosses that you need for Anne Gott. Got that all kitted for my birthday, and I can't wait to start that. And I could probably work on this all of January and be very, very happy. So we'll see. I'm not sure what I'm going to do yet or how long I'll work on it, but that's definitely a plan. And it's so pretty. So I think if I do it on 36 count, it's almost about 14 inches square. So that's going to be really, really pretty. So that's my plan for my New Year, New Start on New Year's Day, and I'm super excited about that. I've been kind of toying with some other plans for the year. I printed off a little calendar back here. It's so hard to point. That just has some spaces for me to kind of think about, well, what do I want to do very loosely? What are my plans? each month because I don't really want to do a lot of plans, but I do want to pick some things to work on, especially a couple things that I know I'm close to. So I know there is it on there? Oh. So one of the things I'm going to work on in January is the ES spot motif sampler, which I'm working on right now. So see, I'm already working on that. Another one that I think I'm close to finish and could finish in January would be the manor at Quaker Hill. And I don't remember what else. And then I have a couple others that are, you know, a little bit closer to a finish that maybe in the new year I can work on those some and see if I can get there. But hopefully when I come back after Christmas or towards the new year, I will have more plans, maybe a whip parade and some other fun things to show you. Hopefully another finish or two. That would be fun. And I've been trying really hard to be a good girl and not buy things right now because I know Christmas is coming. I really don't need anything. I've got so many beautiful things to stitch and I'm really enjoying my whips and enjoying the things that I have. I have enough linen to be able to start pretty much anything I want to start right now. I don't know that I have any needs. None of it is a need, right? I don't need any of this, but so I have plenty to keep me busy, and I don't know if I'll get anything for Christmas in a cross stitch, on the cross stitch field, the cross stitch world. I don't know. I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. So I have to finish quilting my daughter's graduation quilt, and yes, she did graduate this past May, so I should finish that. And I have another quilt to finish, which I'm not quite sure I'll get that quilted, but we'll see. And so we're just busy doing all the things and really enjoying our time together. And so I think that with that, I will move into the giveaways I had from last time. So since last time, I have gotten to over 6,000 subscribers, which is so amazing. Thank you so very much. I'm blown away. How is it that 6,000 people subscribe, and maybe not all of you watch all the time, but whoever does, I'm super thankful, and it's just been such a fun journey to be able to do these videos. So after Christmas, when I come back for that video in the new year, I will do a 6,000 subscriber drawing. I thought I'd wait until after Christmas, and since this video is so close to Christmas, and postpone that and do that 6,000 subscriber giveaway closer, or in my next video, so video 32 in the beginning of the new year. But I do have the giveaways from today, or from last video. I have those to call out for today. And so one of the things, it was really fun reading your comments about making a snowman and what winter is like for you. So the first drawing I had was for this snowy chalkful from Hands On Design that comes with the 14 count chalkboard Ada. And the winner for this one is so I will comment on your comment below, and my email is in the drop down box below. Please email me with your address and I'll get this out to you as soon as I can. It may be the week after Christmas that I actually get it in the mail, but I will get that out to you. And hopefully you can stitch on that and still keep it out for January. That would be fun. And then the second one I had was this lovely Madame Chantilly Season Sampler Winter. And this chart goes to so again, I will comment on your comment, and you can find my email in the drop down box below. Send me your mailing address and I will get that out to you. So with that, I leave you at this very end of Advent. Christmas is almost here. Our Savior is almost born. And we have so much to be thankful for, that he did come into this world, that God entered the world so that we might be saved, so that we might gain entrance into heaven. And I'm so thankful for that gift, and everything else is icing on the cake. Everything else is fun and enjoyable, but he's the real reason that we celebrate Christmas, and I so look forward to that in a few days here. So I just pray that you are well and healthy and happy and getting to celebrate with your friends and family, and I look forward to seeing you in the new year. May God bless you, and may you rejoice in our Savior. Bye.